any drinks? Water. Thank you.
I don't believe it. That's Clone Force 99. I can help with that. Gear up, fellas. We're going into the field. Oh, come on. It's been days since I've blown something up. You mess with the kid, you mess with me. Remember the rules.
Don't wander off, keep my eyes and ears on my surroundings, and trust no one but my squad.
If this is where you want to be, then this is where you'll stay.
What's up, my bad babies? That's my new name for everyone who's watching the show. Good evening. Thank you for hanging out late night. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Ryan. My two favorite co-hosts. Just my team. How are you, Catherine?
I'm doing great. I'm just in a good vibe. Toy anxiety. I'm high off that, just cruising on in here.
Good vibes, cruising in. Dude, I'm great. Thank you for asking. Ryan, I have just spent like an hour with you, but I'm still going to ask you, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Good,
I'm still
good.
like riding high on that fresh baked bread.
Dude,
Things
good.
were hot,
Awesome.
right? We got
Yeah,
some new toy smell going, and now we just ride those fumes right into bad bitches.
Yeah,
Here we go.
100%. Yes, we're riding the baked bread, and for those of you who are just joining us for just the bad bitches, you should watch Toy Anxiety as well. That's also on our YouTube feed, and yeah, we like to cross promote and do all that stuff. If you like me, if you like Ryan, if you like toys, then check that out. But this show is The Bad Bitches, and it is about The Bad Batch, episodes 4 and 5. And I'm just so excited to be talking about these things with y'all. To be completely honest, it's been kind of a weekend, so I postponed the episode to tonight, and I just wanted to, first of all, as like a show note, say thank you to everyone in group therapy for being super chill and understanding. It wasn't great timing yesterday, and but we're here today, and it worked out really well to do this little double header after Toy Anxiety. It's pulling a double for me, which I'm pretty used to. So thanks for hanging out late night, y'all. So I say we should probably just like dive right into it, because last time it's almost yay, clap clap clap, because last time it's like time goes so fast and there's so much packed into these episodes. So let's talk about episode 4 first. The episode name is it's Cornered. The description of this episode was "The Batch's supply run goes awry." So basically the setup for this episode, the Batch is out of their supplies, and they've got, they need to get food. Wrecker's hungry. So it's their mission to go to Pantora, which is the planet that they land on, to try to to sell some shit basically at the market to eat, which is kind of the setup there. But there's some big stuff in this episode. Catherine, how did the big stuff in the episode make you feel? And you're welcome to talk about it.
Oh, so great. This was one of my favorites out of the two that we had for this episode of Bad Bitches. Mm-hmm. Just seeing some of our favorite people come in from other, shows and whatnot,
Crossover.
And elaborating on that. I'm really excited to see what happens going forward. I cannot believe we're already into episode 4 of the season. It's just like flying by.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I actually rewatched all the episodes again today, like just as like a pleasure viewing, like to be chill and,
Totally.
and it's something that I'm like, are we getting the skull tattoo with like Clone Force 99? Like, are we all
shit.
getting that when the show's over?
We're all getting it at Celebration.
At Celebration?
Yeah.
Is it a
At
wrist? Is it a
Celebration, we're all
neck?
gonna get matching half skull tattoos. We should do that anyways. Just
Either half skull or
Yeah,
clink.
dude.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, Clink.
Clink. Dude, fuck.
Oh, baby.
Talk about a 3-pack that we all want from Hasbro and probably won't get. Dude,
So true.
let me say, I wrote down a couple quick things. Like I basically like tweeted myself the episode. I tweeted myself. I said, I said Omega in this episode. In episode 4 is acting just like me on vacation. She's getting lost. She's breaking things. She's getting yelled at. She's not listening. I love that. It reminds me of when I go. Yeah, it reminds me of when I go to
toy.
Dude, yes. I once took a balloon at like Disney that I thought was just abandoned, and it ended up being this like little girl's balloon, and I felt so bad. And that kind of feels like an Omega move. But yes, like we were talking about the episodes, like they're looking for they get on this planet. The planet I told you is named Pantora, and I wanted to kind of comment and say it's gorgeous. Like you see like a landing shot, and there's like red foliage and kind of like Eastern European like spindles and turrets and stuff like in the city, which look really cool. Plus all the bright lights that are reminiscent of like prequel stuff, almost like Coruscant. So I really liked seeing some of that beginning setting stuff, and I really liked watching Omega like get excited for being out in the world. She was like, yes, this is where we're going. Like we're gonna go have an adventure. So yeah, I'm gonna jump to you, Ryan, because we should just jump to the character reveal of Fennec Shand from Mandalorian, Ming-Na Wen, who's like just the most awesome and inspirational badass in general. She shows up on the show on the Bad Batch, and it's incredible crossover. How did it strike you when you or what did you do when you first saw that, Ryan? Like, did you get up and scream?
Well, we kind of
or-
knew it was coming because she was in the trailers and she's been tweeting about it a lot.
Right.
But we just didn't know when or how and what the deal is. And what we did learn is that Fennec Shand is really, really good at child abduction. She's
Dude.
got that down. Like she
It's
has
true.
Omega like following her and hanging
Yeah.
out like super quick. And that whole moment when Omega just kind of realizes she's not what she seems to be.
Yeah, she's like, you seem
Right,
lost.
and
I
it's
can
just-
help.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was kind of funny how it's like Hunter's like, get away from her, and she's all like, why? She's looking around, everyone's about to like draw their weapons and get into a fight, and
Right. Hunter
it was
looks
great.
at
I loved
Omega and her like as if Omega's standing with like a snake or a monster. He's like, what are you doing? Like, that looks dangerous.
Totally.
Dude, I
Yeah.
mean, and it kind of speaks to how naive and like sheltered Omega is coming from Camino, like just not having that like interaction socially, probably not being warned to not talk to strangers by anybody. It seemed like maybe that she didn't get like the like nobody showed her the ropes, and she doesn't know how the streets work. So she gets, she meets up with Fennec. She even like, she likes Fennec. Fennec also, there's kind of a moral moment where like Fennec teaches her how to steal some fruit, which is, you know, so she's kind of like facing some serious stuff.
kind of a little Jean Valjean
Okay.
kind of happening there,
Yeah. Like,
right?
Wall 601.
there you go.
Yeah, gotta steal that bread, you know.
You gotta
have
dude,
that hot bread.
That's it. Okay, I was like, what? Okay, no. Yeah, dude, you gotta steal to eat, to live, and all that kind of stuff. But also, I guess that is kind of a juxtaposition against what the guys are doing, because the batch themselves are going to like sell some sort of an explosive, trying to get some money from.
Well, it's
that-
not just it's also who they sold.
Yes, let's get to that. Let's get to Echo and his asking price, because that shit was like so funny. First of all, like, yeah, Echo's got the like half droid body, but then once he put the mask down, it was like the shop person. Which, by the way, that shop reminded me of the marketplace in Batu. So I mean,
Yeah.
very much so. But yeah, Catherine, I'm gonna throw it to you. Like, just talk about seeing Echo.
Yeah, no, that was my favorite moment of this episode. Echo being like, no, I'm worth X amount instead of like whatever you're bartering with this person.
He knows
for.
his
Like,
Yes.
self-worth.
yeah,
He's
and
like,
way to go, Echo.
right. He's like, I'm not 2,000 credits, 3,000. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. To be honest, he could have been sold for way higher because Echo is the shit, and I cannot wait till we finally get his Black Series toy.
I agree.
Um,
Like, if he was at that auction at the end of Groundhog Day where they're like auctioning off the dudes, I'd spend a lot on him. He's a good guy.
Yes. Honestly, any of the batches, like,
Yeah,
chef's kiss,
I would
but-
give
Legit,
him at
any of
least
them.
50 portions.
Yeah, even Crosshair. That's cool. Awesome. So I guess we should probably give our credit rankings for this episode. Mine is 3,000 credits because that's what Echo's selling price was. No, but my real number's 8. I'm giving it 8 credits. I think it was like a solid episode. And I wanted to find out, Catherine, how many credits have you given this episode?
I gave it 9. I mean, we
Nice.
got a lot of cool extra little characters going on. It helped push the story forward and wasn't just an adventure episode. You kind of get a little taste of everything. Some action and adventure that doesn't relate to the story arc, but also does. Yeah, I found it really fun. There was just a lot of little things. And like you said about Batuu, it very much feels like Galaxy's Edge vibes. And I want to see more of the show get brought into the park aspect of things and vice versa. I think it's really cool that they're able to take like the entire Star Wars universe and kind of put it into this. Both
I want to see
in
them
real
drink a
life and-
Coca-Cola
Yeah.
from one of those like
Yeah.
detonator
The little
bottles.
brown bottles?
Oh, that'd
Dude,
be
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep incorporating that stuff. It'll keep us buying it when we go to Disney. Like, give us more reasons. And also, what you're saying, it's cool, Catherine, because with an animated show, I feel like there's almost more possibilities to like wrap and bring things in because you can do anything like that. And yeah,
For sure.
I enjoyed.
exciting.
Yeah, I enjoyed for the same aspects. And Ryan, how many credits are you giving this?
I gave this one a full 10 credits because
Cool.
we did get Fennec Shand, who has become one of my favorite characters since Mando season 2, and we got some like nods and that nostalgia for episode 2 again. And anytime and anytime we get anything episode 2 reference in anything, I am totally on board. So seeing all the the car chases and hearing the cars go by and the horns and all that, it was right out of episode 2.
Yes, dude.
And I love that stuff.
Yes.
I have a question in regards to this. Why is it always?
Producer here, what were you just pointing
Yes, Kurt.
Craig didn't know how to spell Fennec Shand, so he was looking it up on the internet, and I was just trying to show you how to
You
spell.
were gonna stop the show to show me that?
Well, no, I was just trying to help you out the way that we help each other out, producer. Yeah. Continue with your thought, Catherine. What were we saying?
I just want to know why on these like space highway situations, like everybody else keeps driving / flying, like there's nothing going on. Like there's
Have you not ever seen a car chase in LA?
Dude. So you're saying they're desensitized
me.
to shit?
Yeah,
Dude,
they're
because Fennec like
yeah,
straight up
child's
shoots.
falling off this.
Yeah, dude. Also, she doesn't know how to tuck and roll. And when Fennec's like, just make sure you tuck and
No.
roll, she's just like,
Yeah, she just splat.
yeah.
Yeah, but she totally, she shot 2 cops right in front of everybody, and
Yeah.
everyone just like stepped over the bodies.
Go about your business.
I'm like, okay.
I guess that's
Yeah,
like some
like,
commentary.
okay.
Right.
She's gonna shoot some cops.
Dude, yeah, you'd think there would be something going on to stop that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was one of those, the planet itself has like less, I don't know, security or something.
I was
Yeah,
waiting
who
for
knows?
fuck the police to come on while she's like
yeah,
shooting.
dude.
Oh man, it would be great.
Dude, Fennec is so fucking awesome. She's literally so awesome in this episode too. I feel like I want to give her the MVP. I didn't give her MVP actually, but she's like watching her and Wrecker in the maintenance like tunnels is so it's very funny and very cool because Wrecker's like, I'll handle this, you run along, Omega, and then it's just like Fennec destroys him in one fell swoop, and it's just great, man. Like she's
They showed her why she's a threat.
yeah, exactly. To take
Yeah.
your biggest dude and like just handle him.
It was a
disarm
squash
him.
match.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if she
To
wasn't
use wrestling
already,
terms. I mean, yeah.
Well, you can use those. I like those. We know wrestling.
Yeah, it was a squash match. She took him, she had him pinned in less than a second, and that was it. But yeah, no, it's great. I love this episode. There's a lot of, like I said, just Shand, she's the best.
Dude. Yeah, Shan's the best, and I wanted to say that the chat is the best, and thank you all for watching. We've got some watchers.
Yeah,
and
chat.
yeah, we appreciate that, y'all. Very, very cool. Yeah, so we've talked about our credits. I guess we should just roll into MVP because MVP will kind of get to this other portion of the episode. We talked about how Echo's got his own like little side mission going on, and he ends up like freeing and emancipating the service droids that are all like working behind the counter or whatever at that little marketplace spot. And he like uses his little screw hand to remove their inhibitors or whatever, and it's a really funny scene because you meet like 3 of the cutest droids ever. You meet Clink, and I wrote their names down somewhere. It's like 255 and it's in my phone. Basically there's like let's see. Yeah.
There are like 2 other R units. I don't
Okay,
know.
there you go. 225 and
not
DK3. Dude, Catherine, how cute. Like how cute is Clink with like his little like kind of
Little
chunky
Lego hands?
Yeah. He's like a Robbie the Robot like kind of cutie. Like, and how much do you want that
I'm
toy?
obsessed so badly, and I want it in like every form. I want like plastic. I want like a little rolly guy, a little snuggle, like teddy bear type situation. That is the cutest droid
Yeah.
since BB-8.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it's surpassed BB-8 for
I
me
kinda do-
personally.
Yeah, because it's like he kind of bustles around and like gets like he like knocks into whatever the female C-3PO unit is like, and it does like the it's kind of like takes charge and wants to fix things. And so he's like just the cutest thing in the world, and I really want that toy. I hope we get it.
I love how
Right?
they just barge out and leave too.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's like
They
such
just
a cool
left.
exit.
Like,
Fuck
he just took off everyone's restraining bolt and was just like, "Okay, we're out of here."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The shop
No
owner
fucks.
couldn't do nothing. Like, just I was like, "Okay, bye."
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They're on their way. I think that's awesome. My MVP for this episode was Echo, actually, for freeing the droids and for being the droid supervisor and for sticking up for himself to get more credits than because he knew his own self-worth.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes.
yes, MVP, hell yes, thank you. Catherine, who's your MVP for this episode?
I said overall Fennec, but Clink as well. I can't just pick one. And to be honest, Echo is so badass in this episode too. It's just a really good episode. But to see Fennec kind of on her own, because we've only seen her with Boba so far, it's cool to see just her interact with other characters on her own. I'm really excited to see where that goes. But Clink, come on. Just a tiny baby.
Yeah,
a
Clink-
tiny
Clink
baby
me.
child.
Literally perfect. For unto us a clink
Yeah.
is born. For unto
Yes.
us a clink is given. Jason Kreiser, anyone have a guess who Fennec is working for? Yeah, I did. Thank you for keeping us on track, Jason, because that's a good question. That's like that falls into the predictions category. Like, is it like who is it? Is it we know she's
Bosk.
after. That would be neat.
Musk?
Elaborate, Ryan. What? How so?
Because we see him in the Clone Wars. He does kind of work like all those all those bounty hunters. They all kind of have this, like, as we've seen in Mando as well. There's like a guild, so they all do kind of like work for one another. I remember at first I thought it might be Jabba the Hutt, but I don't think so. After we'll get into the next episode.
Okay.
But right, but now I was thinking like everyone wants to think it's Boba Fett. I just
think
can't see
Boba's
it being
still
Boba
too
Fett
young.
yet. But no, Boba
Yeah.
he ran his own
Well-
crew. He had his own.
Yeah, we'll be
crew
talking
in the
about
Clone
him.
Wars.
When we get to the next
But
episode.
Bosk
Right? Like-
trained Boba.
and I mean-
so
And this show is a great way to kind of help also cross brand and promote with the Book of Fett. So I mean,
Yeah.
it could be Boba Fett, but I kind of hope it's just, I don't know, could be Dengar. I don't know, could be somebody. Oh! Why can't it be Shizor or Darth Maul?
ugh, the possibilities are
Right? Because
Yeah.
it could be the Black Sun, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I like all of your
Yeah.
suggestions. Yeah. It's a very good
True dat.
question. And also, yeah, I mean, we actually get to a lot in like the next episode. You get a good bit more like information. But like, let's see
Hey, real
what other.
quick, producer Craig here. Can
Producer-
you hear that? I think it's going to be Darth
Kurt.
Maul. I think it's going to
You
be
think
Darth
Darth Maul?
Maul.
Thanks-
I think they're going
thanks,
to tie it
producer
into
Craig.
the stuff from Solo. Okay, bye-bye.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, on
Oh,
that
it could be
note,
what's his face, Vision.
great point.
Okay.
Vision. Yeah, what happened to that? Was it Crimson? I always want to call it Crimson
I'm just
Tide.
gonna play
It's
with
not
this the
Crimson
rest.
Tide.
Okay.
Crimson
It's not the
Dawn?
Crimson Tide. That's something else there.
Roll Tide, Alabama. Football.
Is it Crimson Dawn though? I can't remember. Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What happened to that whole entity? You know,
But, well,
so
that could be part
maybe
of this too. Like this show could really tie in the stuff from Solo, because
Okay.
this takes place around the same time. As Solo.
Oh, okay, and that would be enriching so much to that content. Yeah, to like bring it in and weave it.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that,
in
I
that
like
last
that.
episode, those last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars,
Ooh,
Darth
now I need to
Maul
go
is,
watch
like
Solo.
talking to, oh God, what's his name in Solo? He plays Vision. Anyway,
Paul Bettany. Paul
yeah,
yeah,
Bettany,
Paul Bettany's character,
Yeah,
right?
Bettany.
And they got Shizor and Darth Maul. Darth Maul's like spread out because shit's about to go down.
yeah.
And so it could be any one of those 3 major characters, because they're all now running the underground. So, you know, and there's probably a hit put out by, you know, Tarkin and all the other Grand Moffs. We could see what's his face from Rogue One, you know.
Okay.
All this,
Oh yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
What's his character's name?
Krennic.
Yeah.
Krennic.
Krennic.
What is
Right,
Paul Bettany's name? That's really gonna bother me.
Hey, producer Craig, you
Yeah.
want to look up who Paul Bettany is in Solo? That'd be awesome. Cool.
It'd be cool. To
we could see
Kira,
Solo's
like,
ex-girlfriend
show up,
there too.
Oh,
Yeah, Kira.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Amelia Clark, that would release, yes. Let's do that.
Dryden. Thank you, Ray Cameron.
Thank you, Ray.
Dryden Voss, yes.
And I know that AJ
Thank
Quick
you.
is a fan of Solo because he said, I'm pilot. So I just wanted
I'm
to
a-
read that comment. He said,
wasn't
I'm pilot.
quoting it. He's clearly a.
He's clearly
the biggest fan.
clearly a fan. All right, who's ready for favorite moments of episode 4? Because I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Catherine. Do you have a favorite moment or maybe a couple? Anything that was like
couple,
awesome for you?
The only little tidbit left I have is, the spaceport like operator / security guy or whatever. Did he not give like Dennis Nedry vibes? Like,
Yeah.
just kind of like,
Yeah,
I
like he's
love
like, I'm gonna
that.
go get a soda and sell the company out and make a lot of money doing it. Yes, like super
Totally.
shifty. Well, first of all, he's like, he goes and calls like Fennec. I mean, he's like, oh my god, who I got? That's
Snitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Total
Snitch,
snitch.
slimy. Sorry, I don't. Yes, continue.
He's a snake.
one other like good thing that I a thing that I appreciate is
a
just
good
more
thing.
fruit. More fruit in Star Wars.
I
don't
wrote that
know
down,
why
Catherine.
We get so much damn fruit in this franchise.
Yes, when Fennec's doing like the moral dilemma of like, this is what it is to take things like fruit. I see fruit.
Yeah.
More Star Wars fruit.
More Star Wars fruit.
Don't know if it's appetizing, but
I wish someone would just get a pickle. Just once. Someone eat a pickle.
well, that involves pickling. Do they know how to pickle in the in their galaxy? They would need
I
like
would
an,
hope so.
an acid, what, like sugar, salt.
6 months of moisture farming.
Yeah, who knows about pickling?
Moisture
Who,
farm.
yeah.
Who's
Who
a pickler?
pickles here?
Who's a pickler?
Do
All
we have a pickler in the
Who's a pick-
chat?
We
Yeah,
got
whoever's a pickler in the chat, let us know.
dude. That's a talent. First of all, that's very
Disney
cool.
will be employing you.
Yes, because they're gonna need
Let's
that on
pickle
Bud, too.
something let's pickle something and see how things show up by the end
How
of the
about
first
Snoke
season.
in a jar?
Yeah.
Pickled
There you
Snoke.
Snoke in a jar. We'll pickle some Snoke.
Cool, dude. That's really cool. So Catherine, you like the fruit? I like that. I like that you like the fruit.
You can go to Ryan.
Ryan, what was your favorite moment from episode 4?
I mentioned it earlier, and I'll mention it again. It's the car chase.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
Pretty
was
sick.
just cool. And Hunter was kind of cool in that. He's kind of sometimes Hunter really has those Leonardo vibes. No
Yes.
offense, Craig. You know what I mean? Like where it's just like he's the leader, and that's kind of it. And sometimes, and he is playing the big brother role in this a lot too, more
Yes.
than the other ones.
Yeah, he's like caretaking and looking out for Omega.
But sometimes
Yeah.
he does cool shit.
And he's in
this
casual
was one of those
wear.
cases where we see him do that.
Yeah.
Palpatine.
Thank you, Jeremy Marks. Palpatine pickles Snokes. Oh, that's pretty good.
Do we not have a better sound, like an R2 unit or something? Like a
Ye-
tauntaun?
Hey, guess who asked
Rabble,
to
rabble,
get a new
rabble.
soundboard? Well, it's okay. I was like going to my Mace Windu lightsaber. I was like, can I use this as a sound effect? There we
Oh.
go. Yes, thank you, Star Tours.
you.
Thank you. Ryan, thank you for your favorite moment as well. I wanted to point out that little scene, that sequence has a really funny moment where they like cut to the inside of the ship that Omega falls on, and like the operator's just like vibing to his music. He's like,
Yes.
wah, 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 wah. I don't know what kind of alien it is, but it's very cute, and I love it. Maybe that's my favorite moment. I actually wrote that down as one of my favorite moments. My other two would be meeting Clink. I like how fussy the leader droid is, and she's like, "I'm the droid in charge here." I also really liked watching Fennec Shan dismantle Wrecker in the sewer
I think her
system.
name was R2 Kurt 2.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Craig is that droid unit 100%. Oh my god! I'm in charge here. Excuse me. The best part is, y'all, he's not here right now, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. He just went into the kitchen. He's like, he just gave me the finger. So we all, yes, thank you. This is why we're here. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is who we are. Ghostbusters. Okay. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. All right, cool. Let me see. Do we have any stray observations for episode 4? Feel free to throw them in. I'm checking to see if I have it. Oh, here's one from me. The space puppy that interacts with Omega and steals her trooper toy reminds me of the pug from Mitchell's vs. the Machines. And I think it's really fucking cute. Yeah, just a really cute little alien.
Cute.
Mm-hmm. Super cute.
I had like the weirdest observation at the beginning, but like during the parade or whatever, you can see like windows that look like bullseyes / crosshairs. And I was like, is this symbolic? What does this mean? Do I need to be looking for something here? Nothing happened, but that was an observation.
Deep meaning. I like it.
I know. I was like, did I find something? No. I didn't.
Dude, I love thinking I'm finding something more than actually finding something. Jason Kreiser, the moon of Endor had a variety of pickles, called swamp pickles, which were despised by most Ewoks. The Kegels, however, that's a fun name. However, thoroughly enjoyed the pickles and often purchased them from the trader Muth. Okay, that's awesome.
The more you know.
I need to know about
How
the Kegels.
far
You need to
deep
give
in
me...
the EU is that?
The Kegel pickles.
Dude, Kegel pickles. I pickle while I Kegel. Oh my
Yeah.
I almost went too far.
No,
went too
I
far.
did too. It's okay. This is the late night Bad Bitches show. It's like after hours. It's like Cat House, HBO, real sex. It's like real sex. Okay. Taxi Cab Confessions.
It's the Dr. Sue of Star Wars.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We've
There
said
should be one.
We've said some things. All right, I'm going to list my last stray observation, which is there was some tension between Fennec and Hunter when they were facing off. I was like, ooh, it's cute. I like that. So, who knows? Maybe
Ryan,
they'll
I'm
like
actually... No, go ahead. I was going to say, Ryan, I'm actually surprised you didn't bring up that steamy scene because Hunter and Fennec were really just like
She just has no
Made for each
choice,
other.
right? She's like, I've had so many clones, but that one's got a tattoo on his face.
Oh yeah.
oh hell yeah, bad boy. Where'd you get your work done? That makes me so happy that you
He's
said.
got that long hair she can just hold on to, and
I know.
got that tattoo, right? It's just like she's all about it. She's
What am
just
I
like,
doing? I know.
I don't know,
but I love it.
I do know.
I
but-
do. I love it. Oh my god. I was looking up. I found on Amazon today. There's I want to do like a casual Hunter costume for Dragon Con. So I was looking up like the Under Armour. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know if I can get the full armor, but like the black, like the high neck suit that they wear underneath it. Yeah, and then just do like the headband and the hair. Just kind of like have a fun time at Dragon Con. See what happens.
I want to have that
Yes.
headband just to wear around outside in
Same.
public.
Yeah.
Getting groceries and have that cool headband.
Yeah, it's like the power. You feel very
Oh, yeah.
powerful. Awesome. Well, I think we've covered episode 4. Ryan, you got anything else? I'm guessing you're
No,
good.
let's dive into like
rolling,
this one.
rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, just did some Limp Bizkit for everyone. Cool. All right.
Oh,
I'm,
I almost started singing the Nookie one. No,
Yeah.
that's not the same
for
song.
the fellas.
for the ladies. Jake is not here tonight. We don't need to do the new metal. Oh my god. Yes. And the hot dogs. No, don't be. I liked Wes Borland a lot. I thought he was really
Yeah.
cute.
Did you do pickle kegels?
Pickle kegels?
Oh.
Yeah, with that red
Ooh,
backwards
Pickle
hat.
kegels.
In my khakis. Okay, so let's see. Let's get serious now. Episode 5. The title is Rampage. And the description is the batch. Excuse me. The batch strikes a deal to take on a mission. The bitch strikes a deal. I'm gonna stop even giving any details. Like next episode, just gonna be like, let's talk about sex. Okay, cool. So the original title for the show was Sex and Star Wars. So that is.
Man.
We can still do it.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah, that'll be like the special thing, and I'll be Carrie. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. So, episode 5, it takes place on, for everyone who's watched it or who hasn't, it takes place on Ord Mantell is the name of the planet. And the main thing that, the big person that we meet is Sid, who is voiced, I looked this up, by Rhea Perlman. She's from Cheers. I'm not really super familiar with Cheers, but she's got a super awesome voice and seems like a cool person. And the character Sid is a mercenary that reminds me of Craig's Aunt Debbie. And she's like a girl boss. Like she's in charge of like everything. And I really, really enjoyed the introduction of this character. And I really liked where this episode went. I loved not only her introduction, but the introduction of, I'll just say it, Moochie, which was like kind of what we're going to be like talking about. So
we're definitely going to be gushing about some Moochie.
Dude, it's Moochie. Yeah, so let's do credit ratings to kick it off. Ryan, how many credits did you give episode 5?
Oh man, this one also gets like a big whopping 10 because man, this is the history starts here.
Nice. Dude, it's true. I saw Jake Stevens, like, before I watched this episode, I saw a post that he made that was like, this episode ties in so many things to other, and I was like, oh, I can't read this, I need to go watch the episode now. But it's very exciting, and you're right, like, that connective tissue is one, it's there. Like, it's there for you to fill in the blanks with your imagination, plus, like, knowing this is the...
I do have one nitpick about it, even though I gave it 10, but we'll get to that nitpick later.
Okay, cool. Catherine, how many credits?
I gave this one a 7. I don't know. I didn't feel like the full like oomph that I felt with the other episodes so far. And it wasn't a boring episode, but it was definitely just one of those like, we're having an adventure and like some of this is important, but I don't know. I didn't hate it in any
You didn't have
respect.
Fennec Shand in it. So.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's such a crime.
Yeah. Catherine, I like that you are judicious with your and frugal with your giving out of the credits, because you should be, and that's something we learned this episode. You should have a lot of credits and a lot of friends, because you need those two things to survive. Yeah, dude. Okay, so I gave this episode 9 credits. I liked it. I liked the action of going after Moochie, and I liked that it was connective, that it brought like some just. This is what we like. We like crossovers so we can be like, I know that thing, recognize that. It's yes. And at the beginning of this episode, I feel like I should mention Omega is also acting like me with the comm, like the communicator, and like how she's like so excited to have a walkie-talkie, which is very cute, and I quite like her. I'm realizing that I think I'm the most like her of all the characters. Okay, dude. So yeah, so we get let's see, where's the batch at this point? It's like they're okay.
They're going to Ord.
Thank you. Jump in, please, and either.
Yeah.
They're going to Ord Mantell because they want to find out why Fennec is after Omega. They need to get some intel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're going to go see Sid, who all the batch themselves, they all think Sid's like a dude because they just assume that, and it ends up being a really funny scene when they get inside of like the cantina or whatever thing is that she owns and works at her office or whatever building. Yeah, that scene was really funny to me. I don't know how it struck you guys, but it's Omega being like, "Oh, you're Sid," which is like just being smarter than everyone in the room, and I liked that. And it's also like the Bad Batch are kind of like in a small way like a microcosm representative of like the Star Wars fan community, like being like, how could a mercenary be a girl? So I thought that stuff was kind of funny. I thought that. How did y'all feel about the reveal that was Sid, and then how about her office? Because there's some stuff going on inside the office.
Yeah, I mean, Sid reminds me of Roz from Monsters Inc. Like, you didn't do your paperwork, Wazowski. Like that type of vibe. So I immediately was like, ugh, yes. But also, and this kind of ties into prediction stuff, but the fact that Omega is able to pick up on so much of this stuff makes me wonder if she was made with like force sensitive abilities. Like she's not just a clone.
Someone check that bitch's M count.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see that M count.
Blood.
Whip it out. Let me see it.
Let's see it. Let's get
Six
out
my
that
D.
lady's razor and let's do a test.
Dude.
Why does that have to be a lady's razor, Ryan?
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan.
Because
why
it
not?
was a lady's razor.
Any old
Cat.
blade.
Razors can be
Beyblade.
razors.
That was the
Not a
brand.
lightsaber.
That was
it.
It's not my
You got your
fault.
Daisy. All right. I don't know about. Do they still make those little pink razors?
Do you
hope
remember
so.
Intuition? The
Yes.
one with
Like the ball, like the gliding ball. It was so confusing. Producer Craig wants everyone to know we're talking about razors. Oh no, you were just fixing my screen. Okay, cool. I was like, are
Razor
we
scanner.
jumping off the rails here?
Yeah.
I'm your
We're
Venus. Okay, cool. Cool. I was trying to think what else happened. Okay, no, you're fine. Sit in the office. I feel like okay.
Yeah.
Jake Stevens also. I keep talking about him. Gosh, he brought up that there's some Easter eggs inside that office. In fact, there's a helmet, a possible prototype of Boba Fett's helmet that you see, and you notice the antenna, and that brings up that question of will Boba, is this being made for him? Will he cross over into this series? So what are your thoughts on that, Ryan? And
I think it's just a marketing ploy to sell more Black Series Boba Fett prototype.
you think so?
helmets.
It's legit internal
That's what I think it is.
commercial marketing type deal. Okay.
That's all it is.
You think that's all it is?
But I don't know. I think I'd be okay with that. I think it would be nice if it was just kind of a one-off Easter egg as well.
Okay. Yeah. There was also two other helmets. There's like a yellow and white clone trooper helmet, and then there's like a blue and white clone trooper helmet, which there's videos out there if you want to watch them. It's one of those fun things because you're inside. She's obviously been doing her job for a long time, and she does mercenary work and works with dangerous people and weapons and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see the stuff that's inside there. And she's a cool, colorful, like salt of the earth type of character with like a lot of grit to her, and she's really cool. And I just wanted to say that. So yes, yeah. All right, moving on to basically the plot moves on from there. The information that the batch finds out is that well, first of all, they're there because they want Sid to reveal who Fennec is working for, or at least give some intel on that. And she's like, I will do that for you because I think I know who she is. But in order for me to do that, I need you to go and rescue Muchi. Which they refer to Muchi as a kid, I think, like a child almost, which is the slave traders, the Zygerian slave traders, which I think they show up in the Clone Wars.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
People.
Catherine, what did you think of it, of the like that, the arena, the setup for the slave traders? Well, first of all, excuse me, I think I should note that it's kind of another heavy topic for Omega to be walking into, because she has to kind of digest and process what slavery is. She's like, hey, yeah, she's having a conversation. She's like, oh, you can sell people? And that's she just learned about like kind of like right from wrong a little bit with Fennec, and now she's like coming to terms with what slavery is, and it's right in front of her face. And she's so gung-ho and excited to go into it. She's like, we're going to rescue you, Muchi. And it's very, very, very cute to see them get off of that, of the ship. And Catherine, I just said to you, what were your thoughts when they get down there? And also there's kind of a fun distraction with who Muchi is exactly.
Yeah. I kind of like the banter of like the other people that are like around that little hole or whatever. I don't know. It kind of gave Solo vibes whenever they're on Kessel. Just that entryway is like similar. I don't know. I thought the little kid was the little green alien Twi'lek. Was it even a Twi'lek? I don't know.
Yeah,
seemed...
to be frank, I actually looked it up. That says 2/3 of the people rescued by Omega are called Feline. They're a species long associated with the underworld. Like they're apparently like hypersensitive.
Interesting.
That's at least from the internet. So that's what I read. Yeah, well, hopefully that's accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into it.
So you bought into that diversion. You're like, oh, this definitely, that's Muchi.
Yeah, like I didn't even think otherwise, but I'm also just not a very like perceptive individual until it's in front of my face. So there's that.
You're gonna go with it and be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like,
Like,
good. That makes the whole setup even like play out better when the reveal basically. So So yeah, the Bad Batch, they get out, they immediately get captured by the slave traders and get like handcuffed, have their comm stuff and their headgear and weapons taken away, and then basically Omega has to step in and save the day, which she kind of does. Ryan, any thoughts on that? Like, because that's what led into the action. She did save the day because she went and she
did more. Yeah, she totally did. But I have to take a step back here a second.
Okay.
Because after Sid sends the clones off on their mission, she gets a transmission from this mysterious person about Muchi, right?
Yeah, good job.
And right off the bat, I knew it was, like, anyone who's watched Return of the Jedi 1,000 times, we all knew that was Bib Fortuna. So when they said they were rescuing slaves, actually my first thought was going to be they're going to save Ula. Like, it'll be like one of the dancers from Jabba the Hutt.
Right.
And I was like, they're gonna rescue her family or whatever that is, and they're gonna end up. That's where Ula's gonna come from, and she's going to live this very sad. I just went to a really dark place, but you can't help but to do it when you're dealing with slavery. So I mean, so I'm getting all these like really dark thoughts about where Ula's coming from. This whole episode until we get to the point where, where Omega saves the day. Like, all the guys, they got their asses handed to them. They all got captured. They told her to stay by the ship. You know how that works with Omega. She doesn't listen at all because she knows. Because, again, I think it comes with that intuition that she has. Yeah. Right? And, again, when she went to the big Jurassic Park raptor cage, she was already calming the beast. Right?
Containment unit. Dude, she's got that, like, skill. The touch. Yes.
Worse than her. I'm telling you.
Ray did that in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. I brought that up in our last episode. Yeah. Thank you. With the snake, with the touching and all that. Yeah.
She's got the touch.
She's got the touch.
She's got the power.
Yay. Awesome.
The
She's got the power of the Force.
90s.
Dude, she's got these thick legs and ankles. Big old, it's like a bell-bottom flare appendage. She does not have those, but you know what she does have, and she gets in this episode as a weapon. We should probably back up. But also, I want to comment on what you said, Ryan, because that is very perceptive and a totally different storyline to think that it would be the dancer from Jabba's palace. It makes sense, and also, to think it was human trafficking rather than Rancor trafficking, which is what it was. So we get Muchi breaking out, and it's in, like we just said, in a cool way. Omega's like, I wasn't just sneaking around. I was unlocking this because she's smart and she knows what she's doing. And then at that point, it's just all hell breaks loose, kaiju monster type fun romp. And Muchi is Muchi looks like a Rancor, a baby chunky Rancor.
So cute.
He's very cute little potato.
Yeah, like a potato head. Very, very. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why people are who's
potato.
Yeah. Her knees. Sorry, I'm just reading comments right now. Whenever people say her knees, I have to say, what? Her knees? Where could he be? I love doing that. Where could he be? Ryan, you do that better than I actually.
3PO. What about her knees?
What about her knees? God, this is the real show.
Shut them all off.
That's so good. Thank you. Everything's fine here. So Rancor comes out. Muchi. Destroy. Muchi is Wrecker kind of gives props to Muchi. Like, I think Muchi's got the whole situation handled because that monster.
Can I interrupt? Can I interrupt for a second? Yeah. Producer Craig here. I'm off screen.
Hi.
This is so off topic from everything. One of my favorite things that Han Solo does throughout the whole trilogy is something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then somebody makes a statement of what needs to happen, and then Han Solo says, you're not going to be able to do that if we don't do this other thing. It's like a Harrison Ford thing. So like basically it'll be like, I want to eat this cheese sandwich. There's not going to be a cheese sandwich to eat unless we make the sandwiches. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Is that a thing?
Unless somebody makes them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I should think of a better example. I'm sorry I'm taking over the show.
Okay,
It would be like
No.
It would be like
I think it was Good content.
No. It'd be like Luke, like, we gotta save Princess Leia. Well, we're not gonna have a princess to save if we don't. I don't care.
It's kind of a dad move, to be
disassemble the
honest.
Death Star.
If we don't get to bed early, if we don't get some. Okay, all right.
If we don't get some Jedi, we're gonna have a terrible day tomorrow.
Han Solo would have like white New Balances on for sure.
Oh yeah.
One of those like loose back, good Olive Garden. Okay, middle class fancy. That's what we're doing. All right, yeah, baby back of ribs. The
Barbecue sauce.
So I wonder if they have barbecue sauce in Star Wars. We've established they have pickles. Okay, so we should do some favorite moments. Why not do favorite moments? Or should we do? Yeah, let's do favorite moments. For me, it was. Let's see. When I really like this moment, and this is kind of earlier on actually, when Omega alters her toy trooper and to be a Bad Batcher, and she's like, she's a Bad Batcher, and I just think it's very cute and like it's cool. It's female. It's just good stuff. Like
Yeah. On that same note, I think they need to do that to Gonki. Like Gonki needs to be painted.
Yes.
Like part of the Bad Batch.
Yes.
Because Gonki is part of the team now. Like, come on. Dress him up.
Yeah, that aesthetic of the Bad Batch, it's so like cool and DIY and kind of punk rock, and I really like it. And it's like, let's just do our own like whatever spray paint and shit and
Emo Star Wars.
safety pins and Sharpies. I swear a lot of bracelets. I'm sorry, Ryan, you should. Ryan, do you have any favorite moments from this episode?
Yes, I do. It's my favorite, and it's also my nitpick.
Okay.
So I love that they got Monchi back, and he's just kind of, Omega's riding him, and then there's Bib Fortuna, and they're ready to take him to Jabba's palace. Now, my nitpick is...
It's also a she.
what is-
Kurt's gonna yell at you forever.
Kurt's coming back.
Jeez. Does he just want to be part of the show? Should he just grab a chair?
Yeah, he's like a Kurt Jr. Star Wars Jr. figure.
Yeah. And so...
He's little in this show.
Continue. And I was kind of hoping the Rancor Keeper was going to be the one to pick him up. Because that's his baby.
Oh, the Keeper. I know what you're talking about.
I actually made that, Ryan, my least favorite moment of the show. Where the fuck was Malakili? Like, Julia and I, my sister Julia, sorry, I'm just throwing names out there. We are obsessed with this man. We want to know his backstory. Where did you come from? And how did you get involved with Moochie? So I'm with you on that 100%.
But now I picture like
Bib
Bib Fortuna like taking him to the Rancor pit, and there's the Keeper, and he's just like they're wrestling, and then all of a sudden they become best friends, and he's like that. He becomes like that little girl who gets a pony, and then she like sleeps in the stall with him, right? Like it's
it's so sweet. That's like the sweetest. And first of all, love Julia. Thanks for bringing her up. And also, second, like where's that character? Where's that like? Why? There's usually like that good like bringing back and reviving somebody that you would recognize. But Julia's in the chat. What's up, dude? Awesome. And I wanted to read this. Juju. There is a quote, not a quote. There's a comment which I want to read from Jason Kreiser because he seems to be accessing like an encyclopedia or something of Star Wars information. And here it is. Sauces were liquid condiments. Still are in my book, which came in a huge
still are, yep.
which came in a huge variety of flavors and styles. Several examples of sauces were Glock sauce, apple slug sauce, and special sauce. Special sauces.
Special sauce.
We have that in our
used to be universal.
Dude, we have. Stop. Craig says stop.
No, I said it's just Thousand Island.
Oh, it's just Thousand Island. It's actually just ketchup and
It's just a
mayonnaise.
Thousand
relish.
A thousand
was like
system,
Jabba's
thousand
path.
system dressing.
Dude.
That's all it is.
Oh my god. I love all sorts of sauces. I do.
I want some of that Glock.
What's the name of the character that you're talking? I'm sorry to go back to what you're saying, Captain. What's the name of the character we're talking about? The caretaker.
I believe his name is Malakili. If I have that wrong, I'm
No.
actually going to be so upset with myself.
I bet
because
you
I've
got
been
it
saying
right.
For years.
Malakili. Sounds good
That's
to
right.
me. Let's
Like looking for him
Malakili
behind me.
matters. Where is he? What's going on with him? Maybe we'll find that out at some point. That'd be awesome.
That
all right,
would be tight.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Oh, I also like another moment I like was when Wrecker like kicked that rock at the guard just with his foot, and it was cool. And I liked when Omega got her bow and arrow, which is tight. And I know that toy's already like there's images of it out. I don't know when it's gonna hit stores.
Oh, really?
Ryan, you're my toy guy. What do you know about that thing?
They just kind of said it's coming down the pipe, so I'm going to assume maybe we'll get our first look for. Here's hoping, fingers crossed, San Diego time.
Is it like Nerf style, like the
No,
Mando
it's just-
gun?
Yeah, I think so.
That would make sense.
Isn't that
it's a role
pretty
play
cool?
toy?
They said that.
It's a
and they
bow
had-
and arrow. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
then she's getting her own Black Series as well. So I'm pretty sure
Yay!
Nice. Dude,
her,
dude,
and,
nice.
her and Echo will probably be in that same wave because I think that's everybody then.
Dude, that's awesome. That makes me so happy. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I like that thing. I like that she gets her own weapon. It's a good moment. All right, let's round it out here with MVP of the episode. Catherine, who's your MVP?
I said Moochie because she doesn't take no shit. Moochie was just like, nah, but then like cordial with Wrecker after their little battle royale. I don't know.
Yes, you are the
I have
alpha.
way more. Yeah, I have way more respect for the Rancor as a whole character throughout like Return of the Jedi too. Now, like it's just a different vibe to me. It's yeah. So Moochie.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's awesome.
That name. Yeah.
Almost picked Moochie as well. Actually, maybe I did. Ryan, who's your MVP, Ryan?
I picked Omega
Okay, cool.
Sick.
because she was a badass in this one. I thought she was really cool. I liked how she was really like once she kind of found out what slaves are, you know, she just went into business mode and she literally went up to them and just was like, "Hey, I'm here to rescue you."
Yeah.
And she even went to them pretty much before she even went to the guys, right? And I thought that was some pretty noble shit, and you know, letting the Rancor loose. Like, if it wasn't for her, that whole thing would have just like fell apart.
Yeah,
quickly
she's
and
like a
badly.
true empath, like with that
Yeah.
the sense to be able to like connect, care for people,
Right.
understand their needs.
And she did get that cool. She got a cool weapon at the end of the day. I mean, like now she feels like a full on, like not soldier, but it's
badass
just kind of
bitch.
like,
yeah,
you could see like now it's like I'm already wanting to see like what her life's gonna be 10 years from now.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
and I'm curious
setting her up.
what the kind of person she's going to be, because she's all like she's getting like some crazy ass life experience with these guys, and she's only been with them for like a week, right?
Right.
So I mean,
right. The prospects of her turning into like a really awesome human being and leader and like influential force. I think
Yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah.
she's like going to be like the AOC of like Star Wars, like Attack of Clone.
Hell
Dude.
yeah.
Yes, dude. Yes. I love that. I'm just going to say, I went through a lot of indecision on this. I said,
That's okay.
first I picked Moochie, the rampaging adolescent Rancor. But then I wanted to pick, that's like a
It's a
quote.
children's book.
I know. This is a really good thing. And then I thought maybe it would be Omega also for unlocking the cage and saving the day. But I think I'm going to give it to Wrecker because Wrecker's my favorite character currently. And when he becomes the alpha and then falls asleep with Moochie, I think that is just really
Yeah.
sweet. And, you know, like that moment when they needed a big dude to do like the goats ramming into each other thing. He was there to do it for the team. And they have like a soft spot and they like each other. I like all that stuff. Kind of reminds me of Hagrid a little bit from Harry Potter, like just being a big dude.
Yeah.
But he did go
Yes.
back to like fidgeting with his head again.
Can we talk about that? I circled
Yeah.
it. That's a good
Yes.
stray observation. What's going on with Wrecker's
Yeah.
headache? Is it his inhibitor chip? Is it what's going on? Is it,
Well, the fact that his head keeps getting hit can't be good.
yeah.
I feel like it's like knocking something a little bit loose or, you know, like making it
yes.
begin to malfunction or something. And I'm really freaking out about what's going to happen if he like gets all dark and stuff like around Omega. Like I'm already like
Dude.
emotionally distraught.
Like of mice and men. Yes, dude. Like he won't know his strength. That's
Yeah.
really stressful.
I'm actually just as worried for Gonki, because that's like his buddy that he like works out with, right?
yeah.
Like, oh, there we
Dude.
go. I am so sorry. Trigger warning. This
Yeah,
Gonki,
dude.
Gonki could take. Gonki could end up sacrificing his life to save Omega.
Oh
Wrecker.
my god.
Okay, let's just be real. Let's think about other Dave Filoni stuff like Clone Wars, the end of the Clone Wars. Let's talk about the end of the Mandalorian season 2. Oh my god, we're gonna be crying like really hard.
know.
It's gonna get super emotional. Like that stuff is. I actually, when in rewatching the first episode, I think Crosshair mentioned something to Wrecker about like, hey, is your programming coming back? Like, because I don't remember, they're like fighting at one point, so I don't know if that's foreshadowing, but it's definitely something that they wouldn't just throw in that dialogue of him repeatedly being like, "Mom, my head's hurting." Like,
Yeah.
he keeps getting hit. What could that lead to? That's for another episode. It's for the future.
Dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Almost timed it perfectly. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Is Grogu gonna be on the show?
Yo.
Huh.
I mean,
what do you
that's-
think? Like, no, like honestly, do you think they could, or even hint at Grogu? I don't think we're gonna see Grogu. I think they're gonna keep
Newborn.
Grogu out of this show.
We're gonna see him
Newborn
pop out.
Grogu.
Can we see the birth?
The birth.
Well, that would have been.
Yaddle.
I don't know why I went there.
I'm just wondering if we're gonna like. Who's the guy who wanted Grogu?
You guys wanted to
I
get in
want to
there,
see
so we're
the
getting all the way
baby.
in there.
You the baby.
We want to
I
see
need
the
baby.
birth. Aaron Knowles, his chip will act up and they will learn how to remove it, then use the knowledge to help Crosshair. Holy shit, Aaron, stop being. What are you, a writer? I know you're a teacher. He knows things. Damn it, Aaron. He knows storylines. That's a good guess.
That's a good
is
one because
a
I was going
great
way
guess.
too dark and depressing. Maybe I need some ice cream or something because
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah.
That was a bad
You need a
thought.
milkshake.
So I like Aaron
You
Knowles
need a milkshake.
better. It's
Chocolate
way more
milkshake.
positive. I need a
I had one
chocolate
today.
milkshake
In your
Yeah.
honor.
and a donut.
Dude, dip it. Dip a donut in the milkshake.
Dip that donut in that milkshake.
Dip that donut in that milkshake. Awesome. Then Craig's giving me the wrap it up because we're doing the dip the donut in that milkshake wrap. I just want to. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
Catherine, Ryan, the chat, everybody for hanging out late night because it's 11:30 now. Which is yes, we've done it. We've had another successful mission. Yay! I love you two. I love everyone. Yes, have some Craig. You too. Thanks for helping out and being the producer and
Yeah, thanks, Kurt.
plugging. It's
Yeah,
time to
thanks,
plug it
Craig.
up. Plug it up.
R2, Kurt 2.
Plug it up. All right, Cat. What do you have to plug? Yeah, you got
You
Twitch.
you can find me on the internet. Excuse me. On most social things is Cat2ween with a K. On Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/the-Cat2ween.
Awesome. Very, very cool.
Why I keep singing.
And you should all go do that and follow her because she's awesome. You can watch games and obviously, let's do it.
Appreciate ya.
Of course, yeah. Ryan, I don't do that sometimes. Ryan, what are you plugging?
I am going to plug Yes Have Some group therapy. It is our Facebook group. It is a private group. Just go in, ask to be part of it. Myself, Abby, and Jake and Craig from YHS Prime. They will let you in on the group, give you access. One rule: no memes, quality conversation content only, please. Just wanted to keep it real in there. It's a great group. It's a lot of fun, and we want to keep it that way. So I just want to plug that.
Thank you,
And
Ryan.
also be sure to check out Below the Collar. Just type in YHS Podcast. You will find our shirts. We've got ones for Toy Anxiety. We got inside jokes in there. We've got stuff for Yes Have Some Prime. And do we have one for Monster Island? You know what? This one's for you, Jake and Jakey. We also got Monster Island, our other YHS show, just on kaijus. So be
Yeah.
sure to check that out as well.
Yes. Thank you. God, Ryan, you're so good at that. Thank you. Like, legit. Thank you. You took the script. You did awesome. Yes, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else to plug?
I would say the Bad Bitches.
The Bad Bitches, the show that you're watching right now. It's good. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna be back not this coming Monday, but the following Monday at 9:30. Monday. It happens on Mondays. Every other Monday. We are bi-weekly, and we're having fun. I had a blast tonight.
Yeah.
I really appreciate everybody. And I look forward to seeing 2 episodes of the Bad Batch between now and seeing y'all again. Ryan, Catherine, hell yes. Moochie, Clink. Let's get them. Get the 3-pack. Let's pickle.
Yes.
Let's pickle things in
Pickle.
space.
Kegels.
Kegel
Jake
pickles.
Stevens, get Hasbro on the line and tell him to give me a call because we need
Yes.
some droids.
Yes. Get Hasbro. Get Ming Na Wen. Let's get everybody. Cool.
All of them.
Yep.
Special guest
Let's get
coming.
her on the show.
Awesome. Love y'all. Peace out.
Love y'all.
Good night.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
night, folks.